Well, hello and welcome to a rather lovely Friday evening on a holiday weekend up here in Scotland. We're off on Monday, so I actually forgot about. Incredible. Anyway, long weekend, which is something to look forward to, and it's a lovely night, and I just thought I need to get out. I took the bike to work today, got the miles to get in on it for the service, which is due. I booked it in 2 weeks time, and I've still got about, well, technically 780 miles to do, but I just thought I would do a quick wee video tonight. And my main reason for doing it was just to wish my best mate Will all the best. He took a wee funny turn last week, and he's got a problem with his heart rhythm at the moment, and his heart rate's been sky high, and he's on beta blockers and needing to be looked at to make sure there's nothing more serious wrong. Now, I of course have had a history of something being discovered with me at a certain age, so I know how it feels to suddenly have that sort of wind taken out of your sails, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I just want to hope him all the best, and thought I could take him out on this wee virtual ride, just seeing as he cannot do it himself right now. If you don't know, Will's the chap that works beside me, and we did the NC 500 a couple of times. That's Will. Lovely chap, always out to help everybody else. Very kind, quite a smart cookie as well. Water? Water? I don't believe that. My bike might get dirty. Although I've got to get out and do some miles this weekend, so it's just going to have to take what gets thrown at it. It'll wash. Come on, ducks. So anyway, Will, hope you all the best. Get well, mate. But remember, and take it easy, and give yourself time to recover and feed your body, and make sure you get yourself checked over and get a new MOT. What a fantastic bike this is for pottering around on. It's so comfortable, it's so light compared to the Ultra I had. Yeah, I've still got the advantage of having the bags and so forth, and you know, if you know about these bikes, you can unzip all of this, the bags, the screen, the arsehole. You can unzip it all and make it a very nice naked bike in no time at all if you just want a Sunday cruiser. That adds a lot of flexibility to the bike. It's just nice, and it doesn't look ugly. You know, some of these bikes you can't take the bags off because it ends up looking horrid. But this bike was designed to look good without the stuff, and I will do a video where I will take it off at some point. I'll see if I can show you the tick over here. In fact, if I had the rev counter on, you would see it more, but it just fluctuates quite a bit. It's not an unusual, it's a common problem. I've already got a warranty claim in because the you can just see it very slightly there, the speedo face is misting up a little bit, and I spoke to a West Coast too. I sent my photograph and they processed the warranty claim, and they have a new clock ready for it. Whether that will work long term, because you know, every Harley I've ever had, the clock's messed up on them, so I'm not holding out hope that that'll be a fix, but at least it's worth one attempt, and if that doesn't work out, well, I'll just live with it, more likely. Now this bike pulls beautifully. It's so strong. The torque in it is amazing. The handling is superb. You know, for what it is, it really does compared. I mean, I know it's still a 300 kilogram bike. I think it's 315 kilograms or something like that, and the Ultra was over 400 kilograms, especially with some of the extras it had on it. But this just feels so much lighter and so much more flickable. Obviously the compromise is you don't have the same sort of big bat wing fairing, you don't have the same weather protection. That is quite a big compromise, but I think that if you've got one of these bikes and you tend to feel that you're just riding it in the sort of better part of the season, you can get away with that with a set of waterproofs and not have to worry too much about it. Hello? Hello? Hiya Paul, how are you doing? I'm on the bike. I'm on the bike. Sounds good. That was the good news. See, that was the good news. What's so good? It sounded so good.
You know, the last stuff forward ride's even better than it looks. That light goes off when you ride.
It's ABS. out and about for a run. We're down to St Abbs. You will have seen from the video Paul was showing me a bike that he's thinking of getting rid of, which is not good news for me, because it really is one of those bikes that I love. I'm quite hankered after getting another one. I love the red, and it's got all the aftermarket bits and it sounds absolutely amazing. I feel like I need another bike, like I need a hole in the head, but you have too many holes in your head. It is my kind of bike, it's the kind of bike I love, it's the kind of bike that asks me to draw a bike, that's what I would draw. This kind of bike and that kind of bike is just my kind of bike. They're just quite raw machines, you know, proper bikes. I feel like proper bikes. So anyway, I said I'd come and have a look at it. Caught my interest with it. Let's see. This is a run that we did. Paul and I both had Fireblades at the same time in 2018, brand new ones. And we came down here on them, took some photographs, sure I could dig them out. A lovely day out here. I think we picked our bikes up at 2 wheels and then go down here, you know. Makes sense. St Abbs. I wasn't sure if that was abbreviated, but that is what it's called. Paul was on his BMW 1250. Lovely looking colour scheme on it. Sounds great too. He's got that Arcapuffich exhaust, or however you say it. Arcapuffich. Oh, never mind, I can't say it. But it looks fantastic. The bike sounds good too. And you can see he's quite a home going round those corners. Well, this is a bit more laboured, obviously. A bit more weight. But still, it's done well. It did well. But okay. There. It's not going to last long, is it? My bike will need a wash this weekend. It will need deflied, I would imagine. But I've got quite a lot of miles to do, so keen to just sort of not worry about that and ride it for the next couple of days and probably get that clean on Sunday, as long as I get it all washable. Fine. I do tend to rub the forks nut down every time just to get rid of the flies. St Abbs, there you go. imagine that it's a lovely wee place at St Abbs. If you ever get the chance to go there, it's a beautiful wee stop. It's amazing how cold it is. I know it's now evening, but even when I was on my way here, I knew I was going to have to pop back in the house and get my jacket, or my extra layer I've got underneath this jacket now. So I did start this ride off early on by hoping Will all the best, and I know he'll be watching this and he might be shaking his head, but get yourself well, mate, and we'll get back out there and we can bore the world with our great conversations that we've had in the past. But we need to come down here. I need to bring you down here. So there's not much battery left in the camera. It's done really well. I mean, this DJI is night and day compared to GoPros. It's just so much better, and again with this mic it's just fantastic. Hopefully this mic's working. I think it is. Difficult for me to check right now. Let's see if I can quickly check. Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Yes it is. Okay, you can see the meter going across. This mic makes a huge difference as well to the sound quality. Got one of those terrible days I had with mics and GoPros, and the only time this has not worked properly is when I've not turned it on and not made sure that it was connected. What's the daisy? Oh. Busy wee place. Time is it's a nice wee section of road, this. It's be a little bit deceived with some of those corners. Paul knows that obviously quite well because he's down here quite a lot, but you'd have to watch them. It's a lovely night, look at that sky. Quarter to 9, so I'll probably get home about 9:30. You can see me jumping in the bath tonight just to get a bloody heat. This bike is really quite well suited to these roads. So you see some of these corners are quite sharp. For a view. Too busy watching the view too. That is spectacular, isn't it? Look at that. It's Torness power station you see further ahead. Well, you'll not see it, but I can see it. So this is basically the fourth. Goes up in towards where I live at Dalgety Bay. This heads into where the dockyard is, the side dockyard. This bike tools really well. It's riding really easy. Interesting little road.